welcome to the next episode of The Next Step. Today we have with us Simone Mohapatra. She is a graduate of VIT Vellore ECE branch batch of 2020. She is the co-founder and CPO at Admit NXT, an AI-based product to enhance recruitment and admissions. She and her friends also have a blog on Instagram where they review restaurants and food. So good to have you here, Simone. So I'll just get right into the questions. I want to know what your startup is about, basically, how it came to be, what it does, what the inspiration was.
Okay, yeah, sure. So universities and schools globally have a very fragmented admission system. Most of them miss out on actually engaging with their students purposefully and communicating the right information to the right students at the right time. So this provides a very disconnected experience for the prospects, who are applying during the admissions life cycle. So, for students, knowing what to submit when can already be pretty overwhelming. And at the same time, institutions, they have to sort through thousands of applications that are coming through, and they eventually miss out on really building strong relationship with their prospective students. So initially, we were actually looking to solve the problem for students first, their admissions problem. Like, you and I, we've all gone through the hassle of, applying to multiple universities and the repetitive, tedious process of filling up your application forms and submitting the same documents over and over again, right? And it doesn't just usually stop here. We have to keep a track of all the deadlines or any communication coming, from colleges. So, when we actually looked at the problem more closely, we realized that the universities themselves, they have a very chaotic and unstructured system. It's not automated for them at all. So, they have enormous amounts of data coming in that they have to keep a track of. And it's not just student information, but also all communication with your constituents, your status of applications, reminders, and so much more. And yet institutions are taking a very manual approach towards this, either with the use of actual physical data, your application forms and sorting through them, or, maintaining Excel sheets. So while there are already these challenges, of, data being leaked or, data being disorganized or unsecured. So what happens is usually, like, even if, they're following this manual approach, they spend a lot of money on their online marketing. And while they're doing so, they're not even having like a strong, robust system to actually, drive their online application process. And they kind of miss out on tracking and actually optimizing the return on investment, okay? So, before we could actually help students out, we had to, first streamline the entire process for universities. So that is how AdmitNext came up. So AdmitNext is like, so our platform is actually like an end-to-end comprehensive solution that digitizes and automates your entire admission process for institutions, right from outreach to your enrollment. And our student-facing product, it's actually called StartNext, which is going to be launching pretty soon. So I'm pretty pumped for that. So yeah, that's about it.
That's awesome. Sounds very good. So on to my next question. Since you're an EC student, how did you really get exposure to AI, and how did your passion of AI and entrepreneurship like really come together?
So actually, back in school, I was a bio student, okay? I had PCMB as my subject, and I had a strong predilection towards neuroscience. So even though I did not land up pursuing, I went for engineering. I think in my third year of college, I started exploring it all over again during my free time. I used to, keep reading on cognitive neuroscience. And there's this research project being conducted in Europe called, the Human Brain Project, which used to really intrigue me. So given the field I was pursuing, I was eventually introduced to neural networks and deep learning. And that led me to do my internship at NVIDIA, which was actually one of the best learning experiences I've had. So with AdmitNext, when we came up with our product, we did not just want to automate the entire admission process for institutions, we want to do way more than that. So we created an intelligent tool which could actually, crunch and learn from the data fed into it and give users predictions, recommendations, and deeper insights in terms of your analytics and reporting, and even, forecast your admission numbers. So it could actually give you contributing factors that have led, convert an applicant into a student. So the institutions actually had the power to know which applicants were likely to enroll and then focus their efforts on these set of students. So yeah, that's been my AI journey till now.
Okay, so like your platform is a platform for students where they don't have to go anywhere else. They just go into your platform and basically apply for whatever admissions and stuff, and they do it all through your platform, like A to Z.
Everything is
Okay.
through our platform. So it's actually customized for every university. We can customize based on how they want it to look like. So with StartNext is actually the more interesting product that's going to be for you guys. So that's going to be a master application portal. So you don't have to go, through every college's website to actually apply. You can actually apply through one click, one application, and all your applications go out to different colleges. So that's going to be a very easy process for you in terms of applications.
Okay, so before co-founding Admit Next, you were working a full-time job at PwC. How tough was the decision to quit a job with a stable income, with a stable lifestyle, whatever? And what were the what were all these factors that went into quitting the job and finally going through with starting your own thing?
So, I mean, honestly, quitting my job was definitely one of the toughest things I had done till now, if not the toughest. But the idea of letting go of a secure corporate lifestyle at such an early age and such an early time in my career was definitely quite frightening, right? But at the same time, the idea of actually being able to create something out of nothing and impact others people's lives, that is what made me take the risk. So it was all about going from a very restricted protected environment to a world full of endless opportunities, possibilities, and choices. So I mean, I'm not going to lie, it was quite scary, but also at the same time it was way, way, way more thrilling and liberating. So I'm constantly learning and experimenting with new things, so that in itself makes it exponentially more exciting than any defined corporate role. So yeah.
So you must have you must have had a lot of self-doubt. How did you overcome that? You must be doubting yourself. Will I be able to do it? What will I do if it doesn't work out? So how do you get rid of all those thoughts and just focus on the destiny?
So honestly, okay, there are I think very two important things that you have to keep in mind when you're taking up this journey. One is self-belief, okay? You will have to believe in yourself no matter what. And especially for all those people who haven't started yet, this is one thing that I would like to tell them, that do not ever doubt your capabilities, because there are going to be days you're actually going to struggle a lot. Even if your product is great, your idea is great, no one can escape struggle. So you can't, so when you fall down, this is the only thing that's actually going to get you back. So self-belief is something that drives me throughout. And the other thing would be, you have to keep learning, right? I mean, I'm someone who's just graduated recently, and I'm telling you, handling product, sales, strategy, marketing, finance, all of this, we're all doing it. So it's a constant journey of, learning every day. So don't let that intimidate you. You have to keep learning, and the faster you embrace it, the better it is for you, for you to apply it and actually make it work.
So, what do you think is the most rewarding part of all this journey, the journey you're on? What is the most rewarding part so far?
I think for me, the most rewarding part would be that I'm able to contribute to something larger than just myself. That, we're actually solving a problem in the real world, and we've created a product that people really need. So the fact that, I could be making a difference is extremely fulfilling. And at the same time, this entire startup ecosystem, like I told you, it pushes you to actually become a better version of yourself. So I'm constantly learning, experimenting, adapting, innovating. So yeah, I think these are the most rewarding things that I get out of being an entrepreneur.
Yeah, and then you on the flip side, you said there are days when you're down. So what are sort of things that do get you down? What are the challenges that you face that is just tough some days?
So I'll tell you something. So you're going to have an endless, a huge list of challenges when it comes to entrepreneurship. And every day is going to be a new day full of new different challenges. Okay, so especially, like when it comes to multitasking, we're constantly juggling with everything that's happening around us. And we have multiple hats on, we're doing things that we've never done before. And being an entrepreneur actually requires learning at so many levels, like I told you, right? And, you might be coming from a specific area of expertise, but you will need to have deeper understanding in all other functional areas. So I think these are a few challenges. At the same time, there's a common challenge I think all entrepreneurs, have to face. That is dealing with uncertainty, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You are going to be facing situations that you've not anticipated. So that basically means more problems for you to deal with, but more opportunities if you wish to view it in that way. So yeah.
Okay, so my last question is, what's the one thing that you'd like to leave your juniors with? Suppose there's someone in college right now who's thinking about starting their own thing. What can they do to facilitate that and sort of take opportunities available in college so that they can achieve their goals?
See, I think for all those people who have firstly been wanting to start up and they have not started up yet, I would say just do it. If you have a great idea, an idea you really strongly believe in, and you're convinced that it's going to have a profound impact on others, just do it. Because like I said, you have to believe in yourself, and only if you think you're able, you can actually make something happen. And that means also taking the first step, towards quitting your job, or that first step of actually taking the risk and going ahead with it.
Right.
And you might have a lot of questions in your head, is this the right time to do? Am I not too young to really start up? Or should I wait for a little longer? But I'll tell you something, the timing is always way better than you think it is. And especially in your early 20s, if you don't take your risk right now, then when, right? You're going to have way more responsibilities further on. So it's easier now than later. And the other thing I would ask people all my juniors is that try to have a multidimensional way of thinking. That means embrace learning and embrace changes, because these are the only constants that are going to be there throughout your journey. And like I told you, right, I'm a product person, but I'm doing so many more things. So initially you can be pushed out of your comfort zone, but if you have this mindset, it gets you going. So yeah, and basically for all those people who've really not started up, I would just say, don't think about it. You've already thought about it enough, I'm sure. So take that risk and start up and, go change the world. So yeah.
Thanks a lot, Simran, for having this little conversation with us. And everyone can go check out Admit Next. It's already live, and Start Next will be launching very soon, right?
Yes. And thank you so much for having me, and wish you all the best, and all my juniors at VIT as well. Tough times, but you'll get past it. So
yes,
don't worry about it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you, Simran.
Thank you.